Girl.
Okay. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Sabrae Show Live, where we control our narratives and have the conversations that we need to have in order to empower our community. I'm your host, Miss Sabrae, and welcome to the best show in the DMV. We have, of course, Yatta,
Yay.
Sean, and you've seen Dame before many times. We're going to start the show right now. First, okay, I have to address the elephant in the room.
This show is brought to you by Chris because he put a ring on it.
Literally.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, how
moments ago.
Maybe like 35
We're going to
minutes
introduce
35 minutes ago, I just was proposed to.
She a fiance, yo.
By my boyfriend. Shout out to
By
Chris.
her fiance.
By my fiance. I don't have a boyfriend anymore.
It's Beyonce with an S.
That's dope. That's beautiful.
Thank you. And all my lovely co-hosts and friends was here to witness it. I didn't expect it to happen, so I was very surprised.
Black love.
Did a good job,
He
y'all.
did very well with the
Excellent
ring.
job.
Her nails are done.
My
her lashes
yes.
are on Bambi levels. Oh my God, he was
Yes.
A1 with it, fellas. When you propose,
Yes.
just make sure it's not on nail week. That's all we ask.
And get input from the women in your
Your woman's
girlfriend's
life
life
about what she like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Shout out to
if you
Chris,
do it
good
yourself,
job.
you're going to fuck it up. So
Likely, yeah. Get it from the friends that have her best interest at heart.
You, Chris.
I cannot believe. Okay.
congratulations, Sabrina. We're
Thank
happy.
you. Thank you so much. Okay. Quick shout out, other than Chris. Let's do a quick roll call to the people who support us on YouTube heavy. We have Eugene Fisher, always commenting and liking on every video.
Yes.
Mr. DDM1. Don't know what that's a code for. Manifest Greatness, Paperweight, King's Queen, and Tanner Williams, and Kyle Howard. And so make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and then we'll likely shout you out on the next video. So
Shout out to y'all.
y'all want to know my new song, like, right now?
Y'all to tell her new song.
He proposed.
No.
I'm sorry. Window is open.
She tried to segue into the topic. We focusing on the proposal. Y'all seen the movie The Proposal. Go ahead.
The next, what's my song for real right now?
Is it
Don't.
Is it
No.
It's not.
It's the Finesse song.
Finesse?
Yes. Okay. So
See?
You don't even know the name of the song that you like.
No.
attacking me.
I thought you was gonna go.
Oh no, I was about to say. I'm not gonna lie. I drew a blank on the title for like 3 seconds. I was like,
Okay.
ain't it the
So Cardi B, Bruno Mars. The video came out.
Fire.
very in living colorish, and that shit is lit.
Fire. It was definitely inspired.
Should have
by
had J Lo
Living
in there,
Color.
but go ahead.
That would have been dope. But
would've
she
been
would
dope.
have took. I don't know. Maybe she would have took some of Cardi's
Too
time.
much of the shine, yeah.
Cardi's the hottest thing out right now.
But J Lo's the original fly girl, though.
But if she
when it
came
comes to
out
that
and
type of
dancing
stuff.
like she was back in the day, people would have been like, "Oh my God, J Lo still got it."
But what do you think it made the video that much? Like, I don't think it would have pulled it
J-Lo
anyway. Anything away from Cardi's shine, because no one really cares about J Lo, but the authenticity of the video.
I guess.
I mean, it was just a thought, you know what I'm saying?
I feel
Because
you.
Bruno Mars, he's so dope,
colorful.
but he wasn't dancing dope in there. I was like, oh, what
He was
You know what was dope about it?
fucking him up with the shoulders a little bit. He was hitting him with that.
Yeah, but you know what was dope about Bruno Mars dancing? It was just so effortless, and it was so 80s. Like, I think his dancing deserves some credit. He wasn't popping the Chris Brown, but
Yeah, it was
he was bringing-
it was
yeah.
era appropriate for the vibe that the song was
it's
giving.
so effortless. Like, it was in style right now. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
it was.
Yeah.
He was giving it with no effort.
I feel like he a big dancing artist anyway though. He's not a
Yeah,
dancer.
He is.
He's not though.
No,
Like,
he's not.
His
Yes, he
dancing
is.
is like
It's not like
mid
dancing,
to, like
It's
early
like-
2000 dancing. It's like that.
It's
what
not
I
as
like
intricate as
it's-
like how it
yeah.
is now.
It's not like Chris
Bruno
Brown
Mars
or
well, that's different because you got choreographed dancers, and then you got some dancers like Chris Brown who are like natural. Like,
Yeah. Like, Bruno Mars is like wedding reception dancing.
I don't know,
I get it.
y'all.
I
I
get
think
what
he's
you
nicer
mean.
than y'all giving him
I mean, it's
credit
not-
for.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not
dope.
that he's not nice, but it's not like that highly technical level of dancing.
But his music
it's
is so
still
good,
lit.
the concept, the feature, everything, like the package.
It always
he don't
goes
gotta
with
do
what
too much
he,
dancing.
Yeah, it's always
He doesn't have to
appropriate for the
overcompensate
song.
with his
like,
dancing.
Okay.
that was the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Compensate.
Did it? Okay, well, I don't know. I'm weird, and I don't know. I bring up race a lot, but is it just me, or like when you was looking at the video? I looked at it twice. And so the second time around, I was just thinking about In Living Color and how you seeing so many black faces. And I'm not saying that Cardi B and like Bruno Mars is white, but like it was kind of like, okay, like a kind of almost like a whitewashed version of In Living Colors, because I'm thinking about melanin when I pop on the In Living Colors show. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of colors and stuff. And then you got kind of like ambiguous race.
But I mean, Living Color had that.
They had Jim Carrey, but it was like...
You had J-Lo.
Yeah, but
they
she was
had
a fly girl.
Some of the fly girls, it was like 3... They had like 3 fly girls that were white.
Yeah, but they had like 10 that was black.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't view them... I don't feel like it was whitewashing because I don't... Honestly, I view... Whether she views herself as a... I think Cardi B is black.
She identifies as, of course, as Dominican or whatever. She is Dominican.
Dominican people are...
What is it?
Puerto Rican. I think it's Puerto Rican.
I think her mother... I think one of her... And I don't know, so don't miss... I think one of her parents... I think both of her parents are from... I want to use the correct term so we're not getting like blasted.
They have like a Latin origin.
Yeah. It's just two different places. I think one is like Puerto Rican and one is like Dominican.
No, one is like black and something from New York and the other one is actually from...
That's black. So she's black.
I mean... Technically, yes, but we're talking about what she identifies as. Because, of course, if you have
get
any
into
melanated...
like that, then that's when you start getting into the whole race versus ethnicity situation. Yeah. And then it kind of splits a whole bunch of...
What is Bruno Mars?
Bruno Mars is something. I should have had this. I should have...
He looked like an Aborigine. Because his hair... He got that soft Brillo pad... Yeah, and he ain't white.
I literally just looked this up.
Brillo pad. Good night. You're done.
I literally just looked this up the other
day. He got that
we
David Ruffin.
I can't.
Please leave me alone. If you could.
He's from the Philippines.
Oh.
He is?
Yeah, I think that's what I read the other day.
He is 4'11", so.
Wow. Yeah. You didn't have to do Bruno like that.
You know, he's mixed with something black,
soft Brillo pad, David Ruffin. Oh, my God.
Isn't he like from
he has a lot of stuff in here. He's mixed of like 3 races: Filipino, Indian, and Caucasian, and Spanish.
Oh, he like a jambalaya.
He's
a jambalaya.
Yeah. He like a surf turf. It's a little bit of everything.
But whatever. I don't know. It was just whatever their ethnic background was. That was just. I set that aside from just me looking at it and. There was, like, no melanin in the video except for, like, 2 background dancers and, like, the guy playing guitar. But I don't know. Because when you look at... I don't know. When I look at Living Colors, I'm thinking of Keenan Ivory Wayans.
All 16
Wayans.
Jamie Foxx, Tom Davidson, David Allen Greer.
And you got, like, a token Jim Carrey. You know what I'm saying?
But he was... For a long time, he was probably the most successful one from there. They had one...
he crossed over the best.
But Jamie Foxx did, too.
He
eventually,
did, but...
like,
Yeah.
They all... I mean, honestly, they all had... To me, they had... wonderful success.
Yeah. That was just a dope video. I feel like I'm so glad that they brought the 80s, late 80s, early 90s vibes back because it was just so like colorful and just fresh.
I think it's dope for Bruno to be such a big artist, to welcome like a woman artist, like give her that opportunity.
Well, I don't know. Cardi B kind of is hot as shit, so
she is hot, but has she been featured on
this was a good
artist songs on that.
This is an old song. This was on his album that big
came out. He did a remix.
Right,
he did a remix to include her, and that's. I mean, but I get what you're saying though too, because it's like she's hot right now, but it's like she doesn't really have any longevity in the game. So it's like, okay, it's more of an opportunity for her than him. Because I mean, Bruno. I mean, it's
to get a new audience.
I'm just
to gain, to expand her audience. It was an opportunity for her because I mean, Bruno's crowd is Bruno's crowd. Like that's just
true.
What it is.
And he's crossed over.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'm saying just for this old song, if he put this video out without Cardi and just how it was, it would get buzz, but it wouldn't get as big of a buzz. Like he brought the song back to life.
Oh, it was definitely mutually beneficial.
Yeah,
especially with the video, it was definitely mutually beneficial.
But that's what they were saying. It's bringing 2 different audiences now.
Yeah.
Definitely shout out to Cardi. She's definitely doing her thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing negative I can say about her.
At all.
Anything that anybody who has something negative to say about her, like she's winning.
Yeah.
At least not,
Although you hear a lot of negative about her though, like
it's not really.
It's just the beat, her lyrics.
No, I saw somebody say something like that too. They were like, "Do we really like Cardi as a rapper, or do we just support her cause, which honestly, but not honestly, that's a pretty legitimate question though, because a lot of people support Cardi because they feel her story. You know, it's like it's like a classic underdog. You always want to root for the underdog because you feel like she been through this, she went through that, she's young. You feel like you want to see her win. So it's like a lot of her fan base is like that. They want to see her win. They're not really necessarily looking for, you know, lyrical content or lyrical ability. They just like, man, look, we got support because we want her to win. So it kind of goes both ways. I'm not going to say she's without talent. Is she the best rapper? Not hardly. But she's not talentless at all. But, you know, that was I thought that was like a legitimate question.
That's a legit question. I feel like she's not lyrical. If you go for lyrics, you might.
But I mean, it's like, who is, though? My thing is like, nowadays who like the ones who just coming out, the more recent popular artists, a lot of them aren't lyrical, though.
She's better than a lot of the mumble rappers.
But you do need a story, though. You do need a story that people can relate to, that can connect with. Look at Khaled. Khaled was always big, but he blew up once he developed like a story, like an underdog, like a motivational thing. Like, he wasn't famous for his DJing.
But I would say, but Khaled though, like, and not knocking Cardi because we just talked about that. There's no overnight, you know, success stories. But Khaled was really like in the game for so long.
That's
like,
true.
I remember he was in shots. Like Cardi was like. A year and a half ago, she was just on like Instagram stripping. Yeah. Now she's like Grammy nominated. Like
that she was working on music for a minute. She just never.
Nobody was taking it serious.
She wasn't good.
But she didn't have that. She didn't have that platform. But honestly, I don't think she's that bad. I definitely support her because I feel like a lot of women don't get that support, especially as far as rapping. Because in rapping, it's kind of like it's always like kind of like one. Mm-hmm. It's not enough space for like 6 female rappers, so it's like one.
But so we all got one-track minds. To be honest, a lot of people act like you can't support more than one person at a time.
Yeah. But I honestly, I think she can rap. I don't know if she write or raps. I don't care.
I don't really.
But I don't think she's that. But when I listen to her lyrics, it's not like it's trash.
No,
she writes the beat very well.
She got a little bit of a speech impediment, a little bit. But I feel like it's she's improved upon it. Like, and I'm talking like when I first heard Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1, and then Volume 2, and then what I hear her put out now, there's definitely growth in her delivery because initially it's like, okay, these lyrics are hot, but what did you say? Like, why did you say it like that? But it's like
because of her accent and her mouth.
It's that too. But I ain't gonna lie, no, she got them teeth fixed and it helped though. I'm not even gonna hold you. But it's like I literally like listened to, because when I first heard her first mixtape, I'm like, I was telling people like, hey, this joint kind of like go. I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my God, I paid the top to bottom, no skips. But it was like, I was like, okay, like, you know, because I just saw her from Love and Hip Hop. Right. So I'm thinking like, dang, self, why you ain't giving her no chance? So I go listen to her like, no, she not trash.
That's the thing though. That's the thing, because y'all say it was like, oh, everyone have a story or whatever, but Jocelyn got a story too. She was just stripping and everything, but she's not likable. Can't rap.
Is that she has no talent, and she also not likable though. Jocelyn's not likable at all.
Well, a lot of people don't like Cardi because of how she act. And like, she's too wild.
And Jocelyn's negative. Like, even when like Cardi is talking, like, she's really authentic. She's herself. And she don't be hating nobody. Yeah,
like, she really just like, look, I want to work with everybody.
She's very humble.
She's like, I want to work with everybody. I'm so happy to be here. Like, Jocelyn's whole attitude was kind of like
I don't need nobody.
Like, I was been supposed to be here. Like, girl, you some shit. Like, stop.
She looks like a man too.
Like
I mean, she's a little strong-faced.
Young gentlewoman.
I cannot with you.
She's giving gentlewoman.
Yeah, a little
but
cute
she's
face
definitely
joint.
super hating on Cardi though, because where Cardi is what she thought she was gonna be, and it didn't pop off like that. But like, but Cardi also built an audience off of Instagram with likability. Like, people liked her antics and stuff. Like, oh, she's hilarious, blah blah blah. And it's like, you kind of like, hold up, and you could y'all like rap a little? Like, all right, cool. It's like, all right, and you're humble, you're relatable. Okay, cool. It's like you want to root for her. She just gives you that vibe, like, with her. Oh my God, you're so cute. I just want you to win. Like, you know, like you just want to see her win because she just looked like she wanted so bad, and she's paying her dues for it. So you gotta, respect that.
I respect it. But speaking of like artists like her and Bruno Mars,
Sabrae got proposed to. Go ahead, continue.
No, seriously, stop. But seriously, speaking about artists like more so Bruno Mars and like Adele and like people, Sam Smith, they're coming out with like R&B hits. They're going back in like the crates of like your Keith Sweats and your New Editions and stuff like that. They're referencing back real black R&B. And labels are fucking with that. But like when it comes to black artists, they want to hear trap soul. Like they want to hear, what Bryson Tiller is doing. And a lot of black R&B sounds like a Bryson Tiller trap soul record. And it's crazy to me. Like, have y'all noticed that labels are supporting R&B from white artists now. Because people say R&B is dead, but if Tank came out with that song that hit that Sam Smith had, I don't think it would have went well. It wouldn't have been supported. Because
Tank ain't came out of the closet yet.
Stop. But I also wonder why. I feel like is it a situation where it's just like they're supporting that wave, or is it just we're not riding that wave anymore either? Because I feel like a lot of black people are riding this whole trap R&B wave where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cuss on all these songs and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say that. But I feel like they're not going back to that.
R&B, because I'm really into music. Mm-hmm. R&B had a very nice year, like Daniel Caesar.
Daniel Fruity. Did you just call this man Daniel Fruity?
No, the album's called Freudian.
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 All right.
Freudian.
Okay.
I meant you said Daniel Fruity. I'm
whatever.
Like, did you just call him Fruity?
Anyway, but no, he had a good album. Kenneth Whalum, Brent Fayez, the son of
Crew. Like, but how heavy is that being promoted?
I'm just in the like.
I get what you're saying. It's being produced, but are the labels backing that? Other than SZA, because you gotta understand, SZA got the Kendrick Lamar. She got that machine behind her.
True.
But it's how her album has been out for a minute. I've been hearing her stuff on Pandora for a minute. It's just now being supported because it's like black R&B people has to get a street buzz before the labels.
But then a lot of them are dropping these indie albums too, so it's like
they don't care about the big. They really love music.
But those are ones who don't even care about fame. They just drop some stuff off and then go back into obscurity for a while.
Right.
But I feel like I wouldn't necessarily gauge it until we see more black artists putting out music like that, because I feel like a lot of them just kind of like the R&B wave transition, like in the 2000s, especially like now, as in the like last 5-10 years versus what we got in the 90s, what we get now. It's like the whole transition has changed. Like you didn't hear all of this, the content or the meaning behind it was the same, but the delivery was way different. Like it was like veiled sexually subjective messages. Now it's just like, look, I'm gonna hit that shit tonight. I'm gonna turn that, like, back in the day it was real like, is he talking about getting the cheese? Like, like you weren't really sure.
It's because women wanted to be loved back then, so we had something to write about now.
But like, think about what we grew up listening to. Like, think about Next. Think about, I always reference this song, but think about Next, Too Close. That song was wild as shit. My man was talking about catching the wood in the club. Like, look.
But you catch a wood in the club?
But we was singing that shit like we ain't know none of that.
Like you was just talking about that. A. Marie, I didn't know. I didn't know what SWV, Weak in the Knees. I didn't know that was about giving head.
Stop. But I feel like it was way more. Like nowadays, it's either completely overt or it's very thinly veiled. Versus in the 90s, where it's people who just now finding out like this year, like that's what he was talking about when he sung that. Like
we were kids, we didn't know. We were just singing. We were like kind of.
But it's like a lot more overt now. You didn't really hear a lot of this language in those songs back in the back in the day.
I feel like the music changed because the culture changed.
That too.
Women, you hear the saying where it says, since sex became easier, love became harder to find. Mm-hmm. Sex sells.
That was good.
So, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Sex sells. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the artists that, like Tank, back in the day, he was, I Can't Make You Love Me, all that stuff. But now he's saying,
who came to be?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The sex sells. It's a transition.
That's true. Who made good love music?
Music, soldier.
But that's the thing that I'm saying.
I thought that was the last word in the sentence that you were about.
But that's what I'm saying. But music. People are still. But things have changed. But Sam Smith's song went triple platinum or whatever. People still want that type of music though, but they just don't want it from us.
What song is that?
I tell niggas stop cutting corners and support actual music too, because we got.
You remember that song, "Thinking Out Loud"? Yes, you do.
No.
It came out a couple years ago.
That was Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. That's my nigga.
I know Sam Smith. I don't know.
Sam Smith. I don't remember. Ed Sheeran. That's my guy.
I met Ed Sheeran the whole time.
That's my guy.
Guys mixed up.
Somebody said he make music for. He make Hollister music.
Yeah, he's talented.
He makes great music though.
But
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. People want that music still. It hasn't. It's changed, but it's not changed that much. Yeah. That whole sex-driven music is promoted.
Oh no, I absolutely agree because, and what's weird though, it's kind of funny because it'd be like the youngest people like, hey, we went to, girl, you was like 3 when that music was out. Shut up. But but still, like, we definitely, there's always going to be a demand for that because it's classic. Yeah. That type of music was timeless. So it's like, that's the ones that you hear.
And now that everything did transition to sex sales, it's untapped. So that's why I go multi-platinum.
Yeah, run it back.
Nobody's going there. So.
Right, and then you got all these like like the early 20s group. For them, this is like new territory. They're like, hold up, what is this? Like, you wasn't here for this first run.
Right. So either we need to make more of it, or we need to stop depending on the labels to give it to us.
Yeah, you put on some use Soul Child for a girl now, like you stupid.
Oh yeah, but that's because they want to get hit the rich sex now.
You better put on.
That's because they want to get hit the rich sex. You thought no, seriously, that was another topic that was like, you see how many chicks was like, if he put on a sex playlist for me, he corny and shit, but let him put on rich sex. She busting down like, come on, sis.
I'm not putting on those.
Let a nigga love you.
You're not gonna be timing how long I last.
Hey, young girl.
That ain't gonna last.
Damn, 42 seconds, one verse. We only got to the bridge and the hook. God, hell no.
Nah, she might not know it then, but she gonna play that song on the way home. Like, hold the fuck, he stopped right. Oh my goodness, that was dumb as hell. Today, but I'm a chill.
So, you know what?
Now somebody said if a dude get hit for more than 30 minutes straight, that joint is trash. I was cracking up.
Let's move on.
I'm sorry.